NFL fans out there, man, how did y'all team do this week? Week one is out the way. Season opener, man. Like I said, my Titans lost. We came off a embarrassing loss. We was up 17-0 and found a way to lose that game. I'm still disappointed. But like I said, it's week two now. Let's tap into week two. I want to get into these predictions, including the game tonight, Thursday night game between the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins. I want to say they said that the Bills are 4-1, 4-1 or 5-1, 4-1 or 5-1 versus the Dolphins in their last meeting. So they match up pretty well. Also, they're in the same division, so that makes a lot of sense. But Buffalo lost a couple of people and lose it, including their top two receivers and Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis. They lost both of those dudes. They lost Trent Sherfield. They lost a couple of people, man. So with that happening, Miami still got the same team for the most part. And I believe that they'll be able to get the job done tonight. Tyreek Hill got a chip on the shoulder from this situation that happened last week. I think he's going to be playing hard. I think Tua's going to ball out. I believe the running game's going to step up. I know they got Mozart. I think he's out for the game. But they got Wilson Jr. and Achani or something like that. I can't think of. Forgive me for fucking his name up, but he's the backup speedster on the Dolphins. If I had to make a prediction tonight, I'm rocking with Miami. I believe they should win at home. And I'm about to do me a nice little parlay for that one too. So first game, Thursday night game, I got Miami Dolphins. The Raiders versus the Ravens. Ravens are at home, coming off a loss against the defending champs, the Kansas City Chiefs. I believe Ravens bounce back and beat the hell out the Raiders. I know Raiders went out and got a good coach, but I don't believe they got all the tools yet to beat a top team like the Baltimore Ravens. The Chargers put off a win week one versus the Raiders. They will be going against the Carolina Panthers that got destroyed by the Saints. I don't think that changes. I believe Panthers just a bad team. So salute to my boy Shane, man. I know you're going through it, bro, man. I seen you. I started to hit you up because I looked on Facebook and I know you was turned up. You was geeked for the season opener, man, and they did y'all dirty. But like I said, I ain't got nothing but love for you, bro. But it's gonna be a long season for the Carolina Panthers, and that's just the way I feel right now, man. I don't think they gave you Bryce Young all the help yet. I'm gonna go with the Chargers to win this one on the road. Cowboys and Saints. Saints coming off a big win. Cowboys beat on a bummy ass Cleveland Brown team. I believe the Saints can pull it off on the road. I believe Saints gonna be one of those teams that's gonna be under the radar as a contender this year. Going out to get Chase Young, having those receivers come back, having David Carr. I want to say Derek. Is it Derek Carr or David? One of the Carr brothers. Whichever one's playing right now. I think it's Derek. I believe they can beat the Cowboys because now with that defense, if they can lock down CeeDee Lamb, I can't see nobody else stepping up. The run game was there because the Browns suck. The Saints are way better up front, so it's going to be it should be a good matchup. But I think the Saints will pull it off. Buccaneers versus the Lions. I'm going to rock with the Lions at home. I just believe they got a lot to prove from last year, making it to the NFC Championship for the first time, I want to say. I think they got a lot on they plate, so I believe they got a lot to prove. So I'm going to rock with the Lions. Packers and the Colts, man. At my being in Indiana, man, like I said, I'm not trying to be biased or anything. And being a divisional rival, I hate to pick the team in a divisional rival, but I believe the Colts can beat the Packers. And the main reason is because Jordan Love is out this week for quite some time, I think 3 to 4 weeks. And Malik Willis will be starting at quarterback. I don't believe he's going to be able to move the ball. I didn't see nothing spectacular with the Titans. That's why we traded him to Green Bay. I just don't see him doing much. So I'm going to go with the Colts to win on the road with that game. Cleveland Browns versus Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars had the game and they end up blowing it versus the Dolphins. I'm going to go with the Jaguars to bounce back. I just don't believe in the Browns at all after seeing Deshaun Watson play. Next game, we got the 49ers versus the Vikings. I got the 49ers on the road. I believe Vikings look good, but Sam Darnold is only going to get you so far. I can't see him beating a top team like the 49ers, so I'm rocking with the 49ers. Seahawks versus the Patriots. The Patriots won a game, the first game of the season last week. Very impressive. Even though most people ain't expecting too much from them, I think Seahawks can pull it off and beat them on the road. Seahawks just look better so far to me. Next game, we got the Commanders versus the Giants. This is pretty much the battle of the bums, but I believe in the Commanders. I believe they rookie Daniels have a lot better game this week. I think the defense will step up, and I think those receivers are going to have an easy night on those Giants cornerbacks. So I'm going to go with Commanders. For the 4 p.m. games, we got the Rams versus the Cardinals. I'm going to go with the Rams to win, even though Puka Nakua, I call him Puka Nuka, but I'm pretty sure it's Puka Nakua or something like that. He is out this game. Cut was balling. I don't think no corner is going to be able to cover him. It should be an easy win for the Rams on the road. Steelers and the Broncos, man. I'm going to go with the Steelers to win just based off their defense. I think that as long as they can slow down Bo Nix and keep them off the board, I don't think the Broncos defense will keep the Steelers in the will keep them in the game. I think the Steelers will find a way to move the ball down there. Maybe get a touchdown or two, but more importantly, they got a field goal kicker that was kicking the shit out the ball last week. So I can see them winning in a low-scoring game, something like 17-3 or something like that. Next game, we got the Bengals versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs' offensive line looked horrible. Jamar Chase ain't get paid, so he really don't want to play. T. Higgins is out. Joe Mixon is on the Texans. I don't believe in the Bengals this year at all. I'm going with the Chiefs to stay, to move to 2-0. The Sunday night game, we got the Chicago Bears versus the Houston Texans. Houston Texans at home. The Bears defense looked fantastic last week versus the Titans. The Texans looked good on both sides of the ball. They had a little shootout with the Colts, but that's divisional rivals. So I think the Texans can beat the Bears just because I've seen what the Titans did to the offense. I believe that the Texans defense is better than the Titans as of now. Just being honest about it, I think they'll pull it off. So I'm gonna go with the Texans to win that one. And for the Monday night football game, we got the Atlanta Falcons versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles will be at home and actually in Philadelphia. They just played in Brazil. I believe the Eagles' offense is going to be way too much for the Falcons. And I see the Eagles winning at home. I don't believe in Kirk Cousins. Not after that shit show he just pulled. So my final picks for this week will be, and with the Titans and the Jets, I left that for last. Both of us coming off big losses. I believe that our defense being ranked what it was, I know it's just week one, but we show great signs of being able to keep points off the board outside of the special teams getting scored on us and a pick six. Outside of that, they didn't do anything. The Jets looked rusty out there. Mike Williams didn't get a catch. It looked like they're just going to force Garrett Wilson the ball game. And if that's the case, Snead going to be on him all night. I believe in the other corners and that defense, that rush defense to keep Breece Hall under 50 yards. So I'm rocking with my Titans for that one. So final prediction for the card, I got the Eagles over the Falcons, Texans over the Bears, Chiefs over the Bengals, Steelers over the Broncos, Rams over the Cardinals, Commanders over the Giants, the Seahawks over the Patriots, 49ers over the Vikings, Jaguars over the Browns, Colts over the Packers, Lions over the Buccaneers, Saints over the Cowboys, Chargers over the Panthers, Ravens over the Raiders, and the Tennessee Titans over the New York Jets. Tighten the fuck up, man. I hope y'all teams win this week. Drop them parlays again, man. Be safe with y'all bets. Don't get too greedy because every time you get a little too greedy and add that extra 2 to your parlay, it fuck it all up, man. Like, share, and subscribe to the Meet You from the Midwest podcast for your latest